When it comes to writing an academic paper, one of the most vital things that you need to do is include naysayers. These are going to be articles, reviews, scholarly essays and journals, resources of people that don't agree with what you're saying. The reason is because, again, you need your three things: your conversation between you, the writer, your audience, the reader, and your research. So you want to make sure you add, it doesn't have to be your whole paper, please don't make it your whole paper, but you want to be able to have one or two naysayers in there so that you can defend your position. This journal says this, they don't agree because this, and this. However, I know that that's not true because I've done my research and I can pinpoint exactly why these things are in fact true. You want it obviously more eloquent than that. But what you're going to be doing is, again, it's that movement, the back and forth, the conversation between your research and what you're trying to say. You want to have a balance. You want to have both sides of the story in your paper, because otherwise people are going to question it. They're going to say, well, what about this or what about that? But if you already have it in there and you say, here's your what about, and here is why it's not true, or here is why it's not valid, or here is why it's not important, you've already answered those questions. You've given yourself a really strong footing to prove your point, so to speak, by including those naysayers in your paper. It's not always easy to do. It's not always hard to find someone that disagrees with you or has a different take on things that would be considered a naysayer. And that's something that the librarian can help you with. It's something that I can help you with. It's something that Kim can help you with. But it is definitely something you want to include in your paper. Obviously, if you have a topic like world peace, you're not going to find anyone that says world peace is not important or world peace doesn't matter and we don't need to focus on it. But you might find someone that says financial resources need to be focused on local communities instead of the world at large. So if you're talking about bringing funding together for a world peace type topic, then you have a naysayer saying, no, it's more important that we fund local community and local government as opposed to the bigger picture. So see how that can be a naysayer in that sort of topic. In the last video, I believe it was the last one we did, or I did, we talked about the Harry Potter feminism article. So then you could find a naysayer that disagrees with that author and says that J.K. Rowling just wrote a nice story and there's really nothing extra there that we need to look at. And then you can come back and say, but wait, little girls are reading this. So again, we're just talking about that movement, the conversation, the back and forth that you're going to include within your paper.